locked in reclined position.
Oh, mama.
Shoes are off. You're reclined. I'm reclined. No TV.
Yeah, I didn't even turn the TV
on. We are
fucking ball of energy.
We're here, but that's about it.
It's like somebody swept up the pieces of us and just poured them into the chair. Like, here you go. You go there.
This is yours, and this is yours. Here's some headphones, and go.
Yep. Can I have a little whiskey and a little water? Just a little.
We doing shot for whiskey and water? Or not, I guess sip for sip at this point.
Oh, God. I feel like I need a 5-hour energy or something, but I'm here. I'm here.
We're here, buddy. We're here.
Well, welcome to the Whiskey and Wine Podcast. I'm Alex.
I'm Big Mike.
Welcome to 83.
83. It's a good year.
Well, it was an all right year. That may have been 83 may have been one of the first times I watched wrestling. But,
I know. I feel like we need to pour a little out for the Hulkster passing today.
Yeah. Well, not on the floor though.
No,
I don't want to clean that up. Plus, this is good stuff.
Yeah, this is some good stuff. It's your bottle today.
Yeah. So the company that I'd found a while ago, out of Atlanta, Georgia, Short Barrel. They do all sorts of barrel finish stuff, a little bit of extra aging, sort of that kind of a thing. But this is one that they do each year or every so often. They call it the Bee's Knees. And the way they do it is they get whatever they want to start with. And this bottle happens to say that the apiary for the honey came out of Kentucky. So honey into the barrel and then out, and then whiskey into the barrel. Lets it impart a little bit something extra in there. So this is 117 proof. And it's a double barrel toasted straight bourbon whiskey. Finished in the honey cask. So we'll set that down carefully there. A little trouble focusing on the distance there.
All right, grab the bucket glass with the firm.
Yeah. All right, we did it.
We got the cheers. Now we can begin.
Wow.
It's a little bit of a mind fuck.
Yeah, I was expecting really sweet.
Yeah.
Oh, the finish is good though.
Yeah. Super sweet honey flavors on the back, but
that start, ooh,
got the bloods going a little bit here.
Yeah, there we go. That's a wake up.
Whoa! All right.
Nice, good, and not like hot, like hazmat hot, but like just got a little bit of spice to it.
Yeah, has a little. It leveled up on the spiciness.
Yeah, loving this. Yeah, so like you said, lost Hulk Hogan this week. Last week by the time this comes out, but but man, like, we lost Ozzy, then Hulk, and a little worried. They come in threes here. I'm a little worried about who's coming next.
Oh, it was the guy from the Cosbys.
Oh, that's right.
So there's the three.
Malcolm Jamal Warner. Yeah.
So that was the three this week, man.
Ooh, wow.
So, yeah, talk about shit, man. Some people, music, television,
yep,
sports entertainment, people I kind of grew up with. So
yeah.
I guess we're not getting any younger. I wasn't a whole. I mean, I don't want this to sound horrible, but the Ozzy one didn't.
Yeah, no, that's not a surprise.
It didn't shock me, right?
Like, part of me wonders, was he actually dead for the last couple of years, and they were just Weekend at Bernie him?
I mean, he lived a life for 10 men.
Yeah.
I feel like
there was a picture I saw of him when he got married to Sharon. Holy shit! Like he looked like a normal human being at that point. Like everything had not caught up and just eaten his body away.
Yeah. So, yeah, no, I guess that's the 3, man. Hopefully
that's it for this week.
Hopefully that's it for this week. Damn.
Fuck. All right, well. So, raise one up to 3 pretty big people.
Yeah, look at that, man. Take another sip of this honey. Whoa, yeah.
Yeah. God, it's not offensive by any means. It's just gotten so used to drinking kind of milder ones. This is great. I love this.
Well, and the honey, like I said, the honey it kind of set my brain into a direction of this is going to be super, super, super sweet.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not. It finishes. You can definitely tell there's some honey infused in there, right?
Yeah.
But it does not start that way. And even the nose on it, I went in a little aggressive on the first huff.
Yeah.
Once again, bee's knees, the honey on there. So I kind of
made an assumption there.
Yeah, and I took a pretty good little whiff of it, and it even has a little spice on the nose, and then you pick up on the sweetness on the back. But hey, it's all right.
Yeah,
that's good. I don't
love it.
I don't like super sweet stuff. So see,
yeah,
I thought this was gonna be a damn near cocktail, and it's not no damn cocktail off the bat.
Nope, no, it is not. Well, how are you holding up today? So yesterday was Tapphoria's 11th anniversary party.
Yep, turned 11, and
it's been a week for you. So
it's been a week, man. Monday the Make-A-Wish fundraiser. Great start to the anniversary week. Got $1,000 raised for Make-A-Wish Oregon on Monday.
Sweet.
Tuesday was kind of a nice mellow day, trying to get everything ready. All the Cascade Lakes Brew on the
moving the kegs around.
Yeah, had to move everything, rotate some stuff, get everything on the board. So Tuesday was actually a little busier too than I anticipated, because historically we're freaking dead right before an event. People saved their livers and their wallets and just their mental capacity to go pretty hard on Wednesday, which I feel like it was a damn good party. I think we finally locked up the door. There was 4 of us remaining. We finally locked up the door. It was about 1:45. I think I got home right at midnight. So it was a long day. I was there. Jeez, I don't even know. I think I got there about 10 a.m. and did, I don't know, 2.5, 3 hours of work. Went home, ate, tried to lay down and take a nap. Never quite got the eyes to fully commit. But at least got some couch time. And then, showed back up around 4 and left there at damn near midnight. So it was a day.
Yeah.
It was a day. Busy as hell. Crowded, loved it. Our poor AC could not keep up.
But it was 94, 95 degrees out on that patio. So
it's always a funny joke. I don't know how this happens every single year, but we always do events on Wednesday. After doing this 11 years now, we have found Wednesday is the best day for our customers. They like something to look forward to for that. Middle hump day to get them through the rest of the week. Fridays, people already have stuff going on, and we're usually always busy. And weekends, especially weekends in the summer, man, everyone has stuff going on. So it's just kind of, we learned real quick, probably within the first 6 months of doing events, that when we tried everything, right? We tried every single day of the week, but Sunday for the most part.
Yeah.
And Wednesday, we always got a great response from people that, they liked starting their week off and then having kind of something to look forward to right there on hump day, and then finish strong. So Wednesday's just kind of always been our day. But every single year we're cursed, because it's always that Wednesday of the anniversary party seems to be the hottest day of the week. And sure as shit, it stayed true for this year, because the rest of the week's high 80s. I even saw some low to mid 70s for the weekend.
Yep.
But nope, the weather gods stay true to form. Fucking 90 whatever yesterday.
Yeah, let's just
on
cook
the actual
everybody.
Party.
Just cook them all.
So, oh well, what are you gonna do? We planned this so far out, trying to get all the parties involved and make a wish. And Big Carl at Cascade Lakes got to make sure it fits in his schedule because they do all the beer for us and are very gracious every year to donate the charity keg to Make a Wish. So everything, nothing broke, nothing happened. Everyone was good. Everyone seemed to.
Everybody stumbled out of there upright.
Yep. There was it was a very successful. Lots of pizzas sold from our neighbors across the back side of the building there. The lady was running her ass off last night.
She was.
She actually came by about 10 minutes before closing and came by for a drink, and I thanked her profusely for. I mean, she ran that show. She even took it upon herself. This was the first time ever that she brought the notepad, and she was actually just taking orders down.
Wow!
So that way you didn't have to phone them in. So she busted her ass. So I bought her drink last night. And
nice.
Thanked her for her hard work running back and forth.
I saw some good looking pizzas there. If I'd already had dinner, so I didn't need to necessarily do second dinner. But man, there was some good looking pizzas. There was some stuff sitting in front of your in-laws there that I was like, I don't think they'd notice if I grab a piece.
Oh, you should have grabbed one. They would have had no idea. I took mine back in the lotto room. I got away for 10 minutes. I was hiding back there because there's a second AC unit back there at the fan. So I had about 4 pieces of pizza back in the lotto room, hiding like a degenerate.
Next to the ACs in the fan.
Then I stashed my pizza in our kitchen. Kind of forgot about it. And then when I was finally leaving and getting all my shit together around 11:30 last night, I was like, ooh, pizza.
Yes.
I brought that bitch home, put it in the air fryer, and there was nothing left before bed. I also had a house full of kids. Apparently our house was the house that a bunch of the dancers wound it up at. So I walked in. They all said hi. I muttered, air fried some pizza, wolfed it down at my countertop, and then literally just laid in bed doing just senseless scrolling until about 1 a.m. And then I was like, all right, it's time to retire finally for the evening.
Yep.
But no, good turnout, man. Glad you made it.
Yeah.
It was fun. It was a fun evening. Like I said, it's kind of hard this time of year with summer and people having plans. I know there's a few people that couldn't make it out. Poor mom, she was sick, just came home from Hawaii, so she wasn't there. I talked to her yesterday before, and then I talked to her today.
I mean, she just got home from Hawaii, so boo fucking who. But she also flew on a plane, and that's like inevitable that you pick something up on those flights.
Yeah, and she was like, I want to go so bad, but she had the body aches, and she's like, the last thing I want to do is be around people. And I was like, there's gonna be a couple of those people there tonight.
Yeah
But no, great turnout. Like I said, raised some money. Our buddy old Brian, that's been on many times, educating all of us. His youngest daughter had her own little charity event going on and just completely smashed what she was hoping for. To sell, because they're teaching her right now. She's trying to convince the parents that she is of age and needed an iPad.
Yeah.
And there was a little things weren't eye to eye, let's just say. So they said, you know what? Try to figure out a way to raise some money, and then we can talk. So she made some keychains, some killer ass keychains. And
I've got 3 of them downstairs.
Yep. We left with 3 last night, and then we had a custom order one. Madison wanted a Cam Scataboo or a Sun Devil or something ASU. So she's going back. Got 6 pre-orders, I was told, from Brian last night of custom keychains that people requested. So not only did she sell a shit ton last night, but then actually got pre-order forms, and then they're gonna make 6 6 custom keychains. So it was a great great thing for her. Brian wanted this to be the most legitimate thing ever, as far as,
Like responsibility.
well, it was a great, as an entrepreneur, right? I've literally have been running businesses since 2006. So to see, she's 9, to see a 9-year-old that actually has drive and was like, all right, parents said if I can raise some money, right, I can possibly and purchase the items that I want. So
Yeah.
they sat down, discussed some things, right, to do, and she's into these little shrinky dink type keychains.
Yeah.
And so Brian was like, all right, if that's what you want to do, you have to have a meeting with Mike, and you have to, pitch him as your idea,
Yeah.
and talk details. So she came in a tap on 3 separate occasions, and she did a pitch. The initial pitch was, I want to do these things, I would like to sell these things here, and kind of, what do you think? And I was like, I'm all on board. I could set you up on a little corner area, and you bring some signage and educate the customers on exactly what you're doing. But yeah, let's move forward in the talks. I said I need a sample. I need to see something before we just show up.
Yep.
So she made a few and brought in a sample and sent me some additional pictures of some other ones, because she did all types of keychain, both local, regional.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I've got
Tapphoria ones.
I've got a Tapphoria one and a couple of Beaver ones. So
she made a ton of things, and parents, it was the best teachable moment. Like, I was so into this. I even told Brian afterwards, I was like, dude, you're doing a great job
seriously
at this, because they taught 9 years old. She was learning about margins. She had to buy the supplies. Parents fronted it as a kind of a business loan, right?
Yep.
Got the supplies and was like, all right, it's going to cost, X amount in supplies. So we're going to have to take that in account to come up with the cost, the whole break-even point and everything. And, dude, I was so proud. Not even my kid. I was like, she had a sign, Kids Without iPads. She had a little literature there. They had that little jewelry display case that she was hanging them on.
Yep.
I let her use my cash box that we used to use outside when we did beer sales on the patio. Dude, she
was nailing it.
She smashed
and she got
it.
set up right next to the ATM machine.
Yeah, we figured that was a good spot, because not everyone rolls with cash. They were smart. Her parents allowed Venmo payments that then they would, of course, use towards the purchase of said iPad, right?
Yep.
So they had a little QR code there, and but yeah, if someone wanted to do cash, I figured why not put her by said cash machine.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I know my daughter, she came and asked me for some singles. She was just tipping them at one point. Madison's like, I got to tip them. They're so freaking cute. Few hours into it, I walked over there. There's a few other kids, family friends, and she's like, I got some employees. They're helping spread the word. I'm like, whoa, you've only been in operation for 2 hours. You now have 2 employees. You've already leveled up.
Interns.
I couldn't believe it. It was the cutest thing ever. Smashed a record.
Yeah.
Brian told me their goal was 300. I swore it was 4, but I drink a lot. So we'll go with Dad's 300 goal, dude. It ended up raising $650 some.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
So we made an announcement at the last raffle at 9 p.m. and we gave her a shout out, told everyone, we appreciated everyone's support of her. And then before we kind of wrapped things up, I went and talked with her, and they told me her plan. So the original plan was her goal, if she could get enough money for 2 iPads, they were going to purchase one for her, and then they were going to donate one to like a women's shelter or a daycare center or something, right? Yeah. And I was like, dude, phenomenal, right? That's even in the cards as an idea. I thought that was a genius idea. Well, then they flipped the script on me, and because I told Brian, I was like, hey, we want to do a shout out for the customers for supporting this Kids Without iPads. I need to know a total. And then he dropped it on me that they, instead of doing that, since all night during every every raffle that we were doing every hour or so,
Yeah.
we kept insinuating on people to let them know that, hey, if you were drinking Cascade Lakes Brewing beers, which we had 5 on tap, that $1 of all pints between last night through this coming Sunday, $1 every pint's going to Make-A-Wish. So every hour we were talking about, hey, Make-A-Wish, there's money going involved.
Yeah.
Drink Cascade Lakes beer. Well, she kept hearing this and then asked her dad a little more of, well, what's this Make-A-Wish that they're doing as a charity? So he described it, kind of explained it to her. So she's like, instead of doing a second iPad, whatever sum is left over after the chunk that I need for the one iPad, I want to donate to Make-A-Wish. When I heard that, I was
Holy
like, once
cow.
again, 9 years old, unbelievable. So we threw that out there. She got a standing ovation, and sure as shit, I got a text from her dad today. They did a $330 donation directly to Make-A-Wish of Oregon. So,
That's so damn cool.
So look at that, man. One little tap house in Tigard, man. They've already. I mean, I bet you that brings it pretty close, about $1,500. Plus, there's another pint, another $1 of every pint for the next another 3 days. So I'm like, dude, what a cool little,
I love that. That's
gathering,
so cool.
And people are supporting causes, and so, dude, 9 years old though. Like, my mind is still, I'm not fully.
Yeah, the entrepreneurial spirit, the chutzpah to really push through that, and to like talk to each person that comes up. You've got the really sweet, nice person, but then also like loud people like me coming up like, all right, what you got? Show me what you got. I want to know what you got. Like, and she was able to like do everything. And, Brian's there like, hey, make sure you make eye contact, everything else. Like, she was killing it. She was doing a great job.
And she had little plastic bags and then freaking thank you cards for every I mean, some of these keychains, I think she started them off at $5. There was a few that were kind of the it's like a car ad, right? Remember the old newspaper? It's like, hey, we got this one car at $99.99, and then you go there like, no, that bitch is gone. But we have a pretty similar one with just a few upgrades for $14.99. So now I'm not saying it was a bait and switch, but most of them were 10. There was a few $5 ones there, but the fact that she literally, it was kind of the greatest kids. Like, I'm a fan of lemonade stands to this day. My wife will text me if she passes one somewhere in our neighborhood or something, and she's like, just so you know, there's a lemonade stand on this corner, right? Dude, I will go give them the 20. They give my cup. I'll be right back with your change, sir. I said, hey, keep it. I love this. Keep doing what you're doing. I drive away, and I love to watch in my mirror, like, mom or dad or whoever.
Oh, my God, we got a 20.
And I'm like, dude, I had a Kool-Aid stand. Like, I love shit like that. So to see Char at 9 to not only implement, like, dude, this is a freaking high school business class, what she just did, realistically.
She knew the costs involved. She got a loan from her parents to pay for those costs. She not only beat her goal, but beat a stretch goal and was able to donate to a worthy cause.
So it was cool, man. The customers there, like I said, everyone always says, you're like Cheers and everyone knows your name. And dude, we have a very hardcore group of regulars in the mug clubs and even non-mug club members that are always there, and people know each other and people help each other, and they'll do barbecues together, and it is cool to see that. But like on these weeks when there's like any type of fundraiser and like watching the support for one another's customers, I mean, Brian's a fixture there. He's there. Yeah, he's there a lot, right? Not every single day, or at least every day that I work, of course. Big Brian's there, but just to watch the people that do cool things like that, because my customers, they could have been like, I ain't buying those stupid ass keychains, right? And it would have been fine.
Yeah.
But dude, the fact that she smashed that record, damn near sold everything, and then took custom orders for other stuff. And then Brian was funny. I was like, hey, you can just, my daughter's going to be home for another 4 weeks. And Brian goes, nope, we've already talked. He goes, it's a week turnaround. She has to have these done in a week.
Oh.
And I was like, dude. And he told me, I didn't know how much. I didn't do these things.
Yeah.
I know my kids did something very similar.
Yeah, but these are like thick acrylic looking
Dude,
keychains.
Brian told me 3 days.
Damn.
You have to set it, and then there's sanding period involved, and then there's another layer or something with the
to make it
to be honest, I don't even know
clear.
how the fuck she made these things. All I know is he's told me 3 days per keychain, right? And I was like,
God
the
damn.
fact that she sat down and did inventory here, inventory there, right?
Uh-huh.
She's in athletics, so she, even in the summer she's doing things. But for her to, I would love to know and ask him, like, how long did this actually take? Because I'm imagining it was like weeks. So she stuck
Probably.
with it. She stuck with it, made all this stuff, sold all this stuff, took custom orders, bought what she needed, and then donated the freaking rest, dude. Tapphoria customers are crazy. I love it. Thank you, guys.
Yeah. God, that's so cool.
So, yeah, good time. See?
Well, and I especially appreciate that she pandered to the venue where she was selling by making a very special keychain for you.
There was a few one-of-ones, and I heard rumors. At first, when I walked in, I reserved her space. It was the funniest thing. I told Brian, I was like, hey, I do want her right by the ATM.
Yeah.
So I have a reserve little table tent thing.
You did that fucking Tuesday night?
I think so. Yeah. And then I put blue painter's tape, so then she had an area.
Yeah.
So when I came in, she was already set up. I go, hey, did that work out? Did you like that I reserved your spot? She goes, yeah, it was awesome. And she had a sign hung up and everything. But like I said, I'm just in awe of the whole entire thing. But she showed me my keychain, and it was the famous photo of me that our good friends, the Fernand and Mary, photoshopped of just yoked out of his mind Big Mike, right?
Yeah.
So she made me a one-of-one of that, and I was there. My head was kind of spinning. I was like, dude, we got to get this done still. I got to get the raffle tickets. Big Carl's coming in. He brought fucking boxes of stuff.
Yeah, he did.
So I was like, all right, I'm not going to do it right this second, but I said, just hide that one. Then I had a buddy, another Mug Club member, was like, I saw your keychain back there. I was like, don't think about it. That's a one-on-one, and it's for Big Mike. And they go, well, I might offer her $50. I said, all right, hold on. This is like free agency market here. If you throw out a number, I get to at least match or exceed that offer. And he's like, well, I might do 200. I was like, fuck it. I dropped everything that I did. I went back there. I gave her $20.
Yes.
And I snatched that keychain. I was like, I am not getting into a bidding war for my own damn keychain. Because I heard people wanted me to put that on growlers. People want T-shirts of that made, and I'm like, no, this is not something that is going to be out for the mat. Don't you get any ideas over there, Marcin.
Ooh.
So yeah, there was a few.
That may be a new shirt. That may be a before and after, like before 11 years of Tapphoria, and then I'll just snap one. I'll snap one the other night, like late in the night, where you're just in the chair, feet up, like
just food stain on my belly. Yeah, Big Joe got a custom one. One of our Mug Club members, Kelly, got a custom one. I might put in a request to get 2 more made for you and I, since I know she has to make a few more with maybe the whiskey and wine one.
Yeah, I'd be all right with that.
So, but no, hey, shout out for the family.
Seriously, way to go, Charlotte.
Like I said, the just the whole thing from idea, right, just every step along the way. She had full-on adult conversations with me at Tap as far as, this is what I'm thinking, Big Mike.
Now you got to be careful, because at 9 years old, she knows how to do this. So give it another 4 years, she's going to be over there trying to hustle your part of Tapphoria. Like, now look, I know you want out of this. I know you're looking at retirement.
I told Brian last night, after I saw that she had employees and she leveled up so quick, I was like, I might offer her 10% of the business. Now it has to go in your name, because she can't be on my liquor license or my gaming license. But I think she might be able to help right now. And I was everyone that I talked to last night, because not everyone knows Brian's kids, but I literally told every single person that I chatted with, I said, mark my word, she will be the first president of the United States. Because to be 9 and that, like, have an idea and then see that idea through,
Yep.
dude, out of control. So,
Frickin' love it.
yes, kids with hustle nowadays, man. It's
a rarer character.
especially that young.
Yeah. All right. Little pee break.
Pee breaking water.
Yeah.
All right.
No nap.
No nap, guy. No sleeping.
No sleeping.
Eyes open.
This episode of the Whiskey and Wine podcast is sponsored by Portland Party Bus, Portland's original party bus company, where the ride becomes the party. PDX Party Bus pricing is all inclusive. This means all the hourly rates include all fees and mileage. No surprise charges at the end of your party, just professional staff and a party all along the way. Visit them at pdxpartybus.com and plan your next wine tasting, birthday party, or just a great weekend. pdxpartybus.com.
Check and check. See? Man, productive break. Oh. We got out of the chairs.
Uh-huh.
Bathroom.
Uh-huh.
Bathroom break for the pups.
Uh-huh.
Back in the chairs.
Yep. Yeah, I'm slowly getting into the position. Hang on. There we go. Oh,
all four of us all laying down.
Uh-huh. God, you think we were out there chopping trees by hand all week or something?
Oh, my Lord.
Oh, fuck. God, that just reminds me. I have more brush cutting to do this weekend, and I'm still only good for about, 2 hours before I'm like, oh, my God. It's a nap. I need a nap. I need a nap, and I need food, and I need ibuprofen.
Well, at least I think dude, it's like 78, I think I saw.
Yeah, it'll be much better.
You'll have a bomb weather for it. Yeah, 77 Saturday.
Yeah.
There we go. That's freaking, yeah. No, that'll be good. 9 degrees cooler than it is right now. Oh, good times. So, yeah. Nope, everything success. Now we just have to get through this week. You got some landscaping to do. I got a light weekend. Just freaking kind of
you got in-laws here with friends and doing their golf thing, but
yep.
you don't have to entertain them the whole weekend.
No, they're doing that freaking country club guest member tournament. So they're around. I'm hoping to still kidnap Rick and his buddy and drag him up there on Sunday afternoon when they're actually not doing anything. It was so funny hearing their schedule last night. They're like, "Oh, we gotta do a dinner. I'm like, all right. Well, what about tomorrow? No, we're golfing.
Yeah.
Okay. How about Friday? No. We're golfing then.
And we got the fancy dinner.
Yeah. And I'm like, Saturday. And they're like, no, we got some golf that day too. And I'm like, Sunday? And they're like, we have a window on Sunday. I was like, jeez.
Yeah.
Busiest retired people I've ever seen in my life. So we'll see. Hopefully we can get them up here. I'll entice them.
And Rick's buddy was like, oh, no, I don't have any stories. And his wife looks at him and goes, really? What about, and she just starts naming one-word things, like, what about paradise? What about this? Oh, yeah, no, that was a good time. Yeah, oh, man, I love that place. It was really sad when it burned down. Wait, it burned down? Oh, yeah, I was at work and it burned. Like, Jesus.
So yeah, they're gonna be a good time. So I will drag them up here kicking and screaming if I have to.
Well, once they get in the room, I don't think they'll be screaming too much.
No, and I know them. They'll probably bring a bottle of some vino, which will. It's like the Tin Man, right? With the lube, you gotta get all the joints just the right way to get going and moving. So
yeah,
that's the goal. I'll try to bring them. I'll bring them up here for the next episode. So.
Yeah, that's what the whiskey's always for us. It gets the juices flowing, gets the joints moving.
Before you push that button at the very beginning, we were a
little rough.
Yeah, we weren't doing a whole lot. So
no.
I feel like we have recovered decently.
Yeah. Yeah.
I wouldn't say all the way.
No.
But fuck. Hey, we're here. We're doing this.
Yep.
I feel like I got body slammed or something.
Oh. Well, I mean, we did, but we're never going to be like WWF wrestlers. Like I can't take a chair to the back. Be on the ground going, no, that's 2 ribs broken and I'm done for 6 months.
Oh man, they're insane, man. Say what you want about wrestling, right? But
Yep.
back in the days that we watched, like I said,
Uh-huh.
I told you when I was younger, man, I was into it from about the age of 8 to 13 or so.
Yep. Same.
Man, I was into it. The whole Hulkamania and Ultimate Warrior and Rowdy Piper and
Roddy Piper,
Andre the Giant, and just Jake the Snake and all those guys.
Fuck yeah.
Dude, I remember just being into just everything about it, right? I remember my mom took me for one of my early birthdays while we were still living in Southern California, saw Hogan wrestle one of the live shows, nothing televised, but it was freaking awesome actually seeing him pick up this big old guy's. I remember his name was the Earthquake. I don't even know if he was like on the main card. I think he was more one of those the house show wrestlers, right?
Yeah, kind of a fill-in guy.
Yeah, he was kind of that. He was kind of I don't want to say knockoff Andre the Giant, but kind of, right?
Yeah.
And I remember when he scoop slammed him down, my mind was just like, holy shit! Hulkamaniac, eat your vitamins and say your prayers. So that was like one of the top things I remember seeing, like a live event that wasn't, we did a lot of Anaheim Angels and the sports stuff, but the sport entertainment stuff. When I went to that show for the first time, I was like,
that's so damn
and
cool.
it was a different level, right? Because I got into it. I went through the waves. I got into it when I was young. Then I got out of it, middle school, high school. Then it was kind of funny. Something around the 19, maybe 20-year-old range when I was sitting around playing GoldenEye on Nintendo 64.
Oh, yeah.
Kind of got back into it, right? And then got back out of it. And then Cooper got into it. So then him and I did a bunch of shows. And actually, Kate Madison, we were lucky enough, one of the actual Tapphoria customer, Mike, he used to work with someone who started working for WWE and did all of their graphics on the TVs and shit. So
nice.
He called in a favor one day, and it was so funny. He kind of makes fun of me for this story, but I got tickets is the way he pitched it. And I was like, sweet. He has a son that was Cooper's age. They went to elementary school, middle school together. So I was like, hell yeah, man, it's going to be so much fun going with everyone, right? So he calls me. He's like, all right, tickets. I'm sending them to you, have a good time. And I was like, whoa. Aren't we? Oh, actually, before that, I texted him. I was like, do you want me to drive? Do you want to meet up? You want to just meet there? Like, what's the plan? And he's like, what are you talking about? And I was like, why aren't we going to wrestling? He's like, no, I got 4 tickets. And I was like, well, I thought for me and my son and you and your son. He's like, no, I just got 4 tickets. He goes, I'm in San Francisco. I think it was at a U2 concert or something. So I was confused as fuck. So last minute, I told Kate and Maddie, I was like, you guys want to come to a wrestling thing at the Moda? And they're like, I don't know, not really. And I was like, well, I have 4 tickets, and it's in like hours, right?
Yeah.
They ended up coming. We got floor seats, and John Cena was there, and the girls had a good time, and we were so close. I've never been that close that you could actually pick up on
what they're saying to each other.
Their special language, right? They definitely have a cues and certain things that they talk in almost, their own language of telegraph and stuff, so neither one gets hurt and this and that. It's half Circus Olay now.
Yeah.
The shit that we watched, it was you had a clothesline.
Yep.
You had you had the big body slam.
Yep.
You had maybe an elbow off the top rope of there
Jimmy was always
Snuka.
The boot to the chest. Like the other guy would bounce off the other rope. Like you'd send him off the other rope and he'd come running back and you'd put your boot into his chest.
That was one of Hogan's moves, and then he'd follow that up with the leg drop. That was there was only like 10 moves, right?
Yeah.
So when I started taking Cooper years and years and years ago to watch these guys doing like 3 flips off the top turnbuckle and the shit that they're doing, I'm like, this is so not what I grew up with. Because they were still doing like headshots with chairs, right?
Yeah.
And like their foreheads would split open and there would be blood and this and that. And like those are now outlawed. You can't, thank goodness, I guess they have kept up with the times of some of the injuries that are associated with taking a metal chair to the head. But it was funny. I mean, there was literally 10 moves in wrestling, right, in the 80s and 90s.
Yeah.
Everyone had their finisher, right? But
Yep.
it was like you only did so many things, and to watch it kind of grow into it has grown into.
It's yeah.
Netflix just dropped $500 million to stream one show a week, Monday Night Raw. Like,
Yeah.
this isn't just your little regional sitting at an armory, right, watching a few guys that just got done with their day job.
I mean, not to be rude, but it is bigger than the WNBA by leaps and bounds.
Dude, it's insane. It's insane to see how much stuff they do now. Like I said, it's on streaming platforms. WrestleMania, I remember a kid, man, it was, one night for a few hours. Now it's 2 nights, and it's like close to 4 hours a night. I'm like, dude, they have so much content that they're doing 8 hours in a weekend for their big show of the year.
Yeah, I remember when WrestleMania went from like the first few of them they eventually showed them on like network TV to then it became pay-per-view, and that was a problem for our house because we didn't have cable. We just had an antenna.
Oh, yeah.
So there was no way to do pay-per-view. So it was like, I don't know what the fuck happened at WrestleMania. Like, I'm so pissed. And then I got to wait for like the wrestling magazine to come out so I could read up on what happened.
The wrestling magazine.
I don't even remember what it was called, but like, yeah, that kind of shit. There, my college roommate, the one that had me go to Worcester, not Worcester, but Worcester.
Good job.
He was super, super into wrestling his whole life, so he knew all the backstories, all the storylines, and who came from what program and everything else. And so he took me to a WCW thing.
Okay.
And then an ECW thing.
Yes.
Do you remember ECW?
I do remember ECW.
With like the barbed wire fights and like everything else. And Mick Foley was always bleeding all over everything. And
laying down the thumbtacks in the ring.
Oh,
and then
fuck.
Getting
up on the ladder and then suplexing onto the thumbtacks.
Dude, those
and
hardcore matches are crazy.
The fuck? I mean, it was like, yeah, they are legitimately bleeding because they have legitimately hurt themselves with something that, like, I know what barbed wire feels like when it cuts you, and fuck, no, I don't want you swinging that chair covered in it at me. God damn.
Like I said, man, say what you want about it being scripted, fake, this and that.
Yeah.
The shit is crazy.
and they're fucking good at it. Like, they are really good at it. And the so many of those shows then are like, hey, this is how, like, you have to train this much so that when you're doing this and you're tired, you don't do it wrong and paralyze your wrestling partner.
Yep.
Like, all right, yeah, holy shit, now I really don't want to fuck up, and I have to be in shape, and I have to remember what we're going to be doing.
Yeah.
This is real fucking scary work. This is choreographed fighting where it can really go wrong.
There's some major implications.
Yeah.
And the funniest part to this, of the new stuff, like I said, Cooper's not into it like he was. We usually always will watch WrestleMania. We watch a few of the big pay-per-views, but as far as the Monday Night Raw and what's the other one? Friday Night SmackDown or whatever. Yeah. It's been years and years since we've seen one of those, but we will sit down in the summer during like a SummerSlam or WrestleMania in April and watch the big pay-per-views because it's funny. I feel like it's one of those things that you don't know the exact storyline, but they lead up a few days before, and it's like, oh, yeah, so they're beefing because so-and-so broke up with this group, and now they're over here, and so it's pretty easy to follow.
And this guy's now in charge of some managerial role at WWE, so now he's shitting on all the people that ever shit on him. And so he's not going to wrestle because he doesn't wrestle anymore, but he's going to end up in the ring at some point, so he's definitely going to wrestle.
Yeah.
You
can get caught up pretty quick.
That suit you're wearing looks real fucking flexible, bro. That is not an Italian suit where you can't move your shoulders. You're ready to do something.
But it blows my mind to see what guys like our size are doing in the ring.
Seriously.
Because like I said, back in the day, you had Jimmy Snuka, you had the smaller guys that would do stuff off the top ropes, right? Now these guys, man, they're literally fucking jumping off the top rope and not in the ring. They're going another 4 or 5 feet outside height-wise and doing flips and this and that. I'm like, it has evolved into, it's literally like a little bit of Circus Olay type shit.
Yeah.
The amount of flips and rotations. I mean,
Just
there's a few guys I'm
unbelievable
like,
shit
I
that
don't
they can do.
understand how someone that size, their frame, can do that.
Yeah.
Right? I don't care training a foam pit all you want. I was like, it would take me forever
Yep.
to try it even once.
Yep.
Let alone do it with no foam pit, right?
Uh-huh.
No big mat. Yeah, there's a mat that covers the arena floor, but
It's still
they have to be caught a certain way, right? Like it's a dance, and that's literally kind of what it is, right?
like I said, I knelt down wrong the other day and was like, ow, 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 my knee. Like, I can't imagine what would happen if I had to jump off the top of a ladder and land just right on somebody.
Yeah, no, because Big Mike, 99 out of 100 times I do it wrong.
Yep. They'd be like, I don't want to wrestle you anymore.
Yeah,
no,
I'm done.
Find me somebody else for my card. This guy's an idiot.
Yeah, I'm just going to crawl back to the locker room right now on all fours. Maybe no one will see me.
You're crawling? I'm going to be calling for the cart. I'm going to be a goddamn soccer player out there. Like, bring the spray. I can't move.
Just flopping all over like a fish.
Yeah, I'd be the really good, like, the plant in the audience who's like, yeah, I'm gonna kick your ass and get out there and just all I gotta do is flop on the mat a lot. Yeah, I can do that.
Dude, I'm gonna look afterwards and see. I know Coop and I did a few of the WC something. It was the armory wrestling that we had.
Oh
here in
yeah,
town. And if they still do it, it would be a hoot to go out there because it was the cheapest experience. They did.
Wait a minute. When was midget wrestling?
That was Booze Bryan.
Yeah, but when was
when?
it? Like, you signed up for the emails, right?
I haven't got anything that they're coming locally.
Okay.
So as soon as I do, we're
I
definitely doing that.
Yeah, I got a little scared there that we missed it. Like, it's coming to summer, and I was a little worried we missed it, but I think we're okay.
Nope, I know I joined their mailing list. I haven't got anything. That's a freaking thing. I mean, dude, they travel everywhere. They touch, I think, every state on the mainland. Hell, they probably go to Hawaii too. But I know when we pulled up their schedule after Brian was talking, it's like it takes a special breed.
Yeah. I mean, and it's not just like every weekend. It's like Tuesday here, Thursday there. Like, they're every other day they're doing shit. And it's the same with, a lot of these other wrestling programs. They're definitely doing that. It's a goddamn slog. You play minor league ball, you do minor league wrestling. It's the same thing. You're going to just travel a shit ton. You're not going to make a lot of money, but you're going to keep doing it because you either love it or you've got hope.
You got hope that you're getting that call from the big guys.
Yep. Nobody's calling you or I, man.
No, thank God. I don't think I could take one bump. I couldn't even fall right. You know how when they fall with their backs, and I would mess up the most, like, the one move that you learn at, like, probably day one of wrestling school, just taking the bump. I couldn't even do that.
Yeah, so. Like when they do the backward hand slap to the
shit,
chest.
The chop. Coop and I, we do that to each other every once in a while. I'm like, ow!
Yeah. But then you're supposed to, like, fall backwards just right so it hits nice and loud, and, like, nope, I'd be like, oh, you hit me in the diaphragm and now I can't breathe.
Oh, so I don't know. It's a little, like I said, since we both watched it back in the day, in the old school day, I feel like, it was definitely different of those early wrestlers, man. I mean, we kind of said something even at break. You look at all the people that we grew up with, right? Hogan, man, just passed today, but I mean,
Andre didn't make it out of the
Andre, dude.
80s.
Rowdy Piper.
Yep.
Macho Man. I mean,
Ric Flair.
They're all. He's still ticking.
Is he?
He's still ticking.
God damn.
But all those other, man,
The Iron Sheik.
Yep. It was just a different era as far as I don't think there was a whole lot of focus on the wellness of the performers, right?
No, like you said, it's you take the pills after, you take the pills before,
Yep.
and you drink heavily at night
Oh.
so that you can sleep because everything's gonna fucking hurt and you've got to go do it again tomorrow.
And, they didn't have these Netflix deals. So, I mean, all these guys that we were talking about, including Hogan and the Giant and everyone, I mean, they would start an arena and they would drive to the next one in vans, right?
Yep.
And show up. I don't think it was a 30 for 30. It was some other show. But I remember hearing stories of, like, Andre the Giant going to the hotel lobby bar, right? And drinking, like, 10 bottles of champagne and 30 or 40 beers, and like all the other wrestlers are like dead, and he's like, I need more, and they're like, we're running out.
Yeah, we don't have anything else.
Great, right? And then they'd go up to the room, do God knows what, and then they'd wake up and do another performance, and then just kind of mosey on to the next town. I mean, it was a traveling circus for the most part, right?
Yeah.
And region from region and town to town until Vince kind of took over the whole WWF at the time.
Yeah.
And kind of was like, why do we have all these regions? I'm just going to start something, steal the best wrestlers from every territory.
Yeah.
I'm going to start something and put it on TV, and I guess the rest is history.
Yeah, exactly. No, it's so damn cool. That it's still around and it still impacts so many people.
Yep.
But fuck, it was different back then. I know that sounds old, but it was just different.
Yeah, no, it totally was. Well, hey.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, Hulkster.
Yeah.
71, man. Shit.
Yeah.
What you gonna do, brother?
Oh. What do you think?
I'm thinking I like this. I forgot to even pull stats on it. I hope you're ready. If not, I can kill some time.
Well, it's so like
I know it's gonna fall short. Yeah. We got
availability is just not a thing. Like you get on the email list, and when it comes out, you got to jump on and buy early because it sells out so fast. And this was their fourth version, so the Short Barrel Bee's Knees 4. But everything that I'd heard of the other ones, people are like, "Fuck, please just sell it again. Please just sell it again. Please just sell it again." And I'm like, "All right, fine." Like, is it like, oh, it's honeycomb and whiskey? And no, this is entirely different than I thought it would be. Spicy. Good finish, held up through this,
Dude, held up great through this.
But is not like hot. It's not hot. It's not hazmat. It's not just like, oh, holy fuck. It's just there's a lot to it. So the character of the liquor is really impressive. It's got a good color to it.
Great color, and it's crazy too. I'm actually getting. You can definitely tell the honey's still there. But now I'm getting, it's almost like a vanilla or a caramel. There's some like the nose on it. The noses change.
Mm-hmm.
And it's, like I said, we were sitting up here looking at bottles and we're like, oh, that or this.
Mm-hmm.
And I saw the bee's knees and I was like, I don't know if I want something super sweet.
Nope.
I judged a book by its cover.
Yeah.
It definitely, like I said, the honey's there. Oh, excuse me. The honey's there on the back end because it does have a nice little sweet finish to it. But there's some there's a little bark, and not like you said, it's the spicy bark on the front of it. Great nose and good color, and I like the bottle, and dude, you did a good job on this one.
And the guys that are working down there at Short Barrel, they're doing great stuff. I think they've got a membership thing kind of coming up now that I gotta, I haven't had a chance to catch up on email, so I gotta scroll back through those and see what's what. But hell, I've got a few different things from them, and I haven't gone wrong yet. So Short Barrel down in Atlanta, you're doing good stuff.
Old Hotlanta, buddy.
Yeah, baby. Well, I think I know. Oh shit. So availability is not great. But
what was the price? Do you remember?
is right in that $75. So not terrible for something that's, very specialized.
Yeah.
But fuck, it's so good. It is so good. It hits all those little fun things that a good bourbon should. Like good character and nose and finish, and it's held up for an entire hour.
Yep, held up. And like I said, I even picked up on some changes as it kind of sat here and opened up a little bit with I'm getting a lot more sweetness on the nose. Like I said, some caramel, some other stuff just from besides the honey. So
I'm going to give it a high gold.
You're going high gold?
I'm going high gold. I know availability sucks and the price is a little bit up there, but I'm still super, super impressed. So, that's a high gold for me.
All right. We'll see. You're giving me a tough bargain here. I was going to go gold right off the bat. High gold on all the things we just listed. Nose, flavor, all that other stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
Color. I even like the bottle. Big Mike, I'm kind of a sucker for a nice looking bottle. Right?
Yeah.
But I'm going different this one. I'm gonna stick with my gold.
All right.
You almost got me to say high gold because I do think it's high gold on everything else. Unfortunately, the damn frickin' geographic region we're in.
Yep.
And the price kind of teetering a little more on the, I don't want to call it an expensive bottle, but you know what I mean?
We're still under 100,
Yeah.
but it's not like an everyday bottle. But for a fun thing, fuck. If you live somewhere in the southeast and you go into a liquor store and they're distributing there.
If you can find this on your shelf, you better buy it because it's definitely worth it. If you're out here in the Northwest, fuck.
Yeah. Get on their website and join their email list because it's the only way you'll ever find it.
All right, we'll see.
But fucking worth it.
No, I like it. All right, well, let's lock them in.
Yep.
Boom. Just like that. The sound of a successful podcast.
Oh, man. I wasn't entirely sure we were going to make I was a little worried that we were going to have nap time for the second half. Like, welcome to nap time.
Well, no, you picked a good
Alex
bottle because I'm not going to lie. If it was something that didn't have the layers that this one does, it might have
been nap time.
It might have been nap time. But after that first sip, I literally felt a little energized, right? I took a huff, man. I think I was missing a nose hair or two.
Yeah, you got cocky. You really went in there on that.
Well, like I said, Big Mike,
unfortunately,
I judged the book on the cover just on the bee's knees and the honey. So I was like, fuck, here we go. Let's sniff some sweetness. And no, I took that first one. I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah.
That cleared out the sign. This is a good one to drink or to have during the pollen season because it will clear you up.
Yeah.
Well, no. Hey, thank
Good job.
you for sharing the short barrel.
Yeah, no worries. Well, I'm glad we got together today. I'm gonna go finish putting dinner together, and then there may be like a before go to bed nap.
No, trust me. I had finished kind of, I guess you would call it lunch. It was the only meal I had today. And I told Kate, I was like, I'm going to lay on the couch for 20 minutes. Don't let me sleep if I fall asleep because I still had to do the beer order and this. And then I got productive, never slept, did the beer order because we were actually planning on doing this after dinner, which I'm glad that we
earlier was
we
good.
switched it up. But I got done with the beer order fairly quick. All the distributors, they had what I needed. I got the green light, boom, boom, boom. So I kind of I looked at the watch and I'm like, oh shit, I still have like 3 hours before dinner. What happened if I fall asleep now? And so I threw out the text and I was like, hey, I'm actually kind of done with work right now. Do you want to do it now or you want to do it later? So I was kind of happy you said come on up because I don't know. After this, we're doing tacos at the house tonight too for dinner, and I don't know if Big Mike's gonna make it very long. I haven't been home literally since Sunday night.
Yeah.
So
I'm looking forward to I'm gonna do the dinner, feed the dogs, run them a little bit, and then I think I'm gonna turn something on up here, and I'm just gonna crash. I gotta get caught up with the emails, but fuck, I think I may just crash until I hear the dogs bark because Joanna's home.
Boom.
And then I'll be like, all right, let's go crawl into bed and do this all over again.
Yeah, and I was just up there editing the podcast.
Yeah, you were? Really? There's drool. oh, damn. Well, guys, thanks so much for listening to the Whiskey and Wine podcast. Make sure to follow us on Instagram and check out the website. If you've got some skills that you want to, contribute to the Whiskey and Wine podcast, get a hold of us, and we're happy to have your help.
Yeah, skills. You have a lot of bourbon just sitting around.
Mm-hmm. You got something that you think we need to try? Let us know. You want to ship us a bottle you want us to try?
Even better.
Even better.
Even better.
Even better. All right. Well, we will see you guys next week.
That's right. Cheers.
Cheers.
The Whiskey and Wine podcast is brought to you by Tapphoria, Tigard, Oregon's first growler tap house. Founded in 2014, Tapphoria has 28 taps, including beer, wine, cider, seltzer, and kombucha. Did you know that they are a bottle shop as well now? Stop in for a pint, glass, growler, or a 4, 6, or 12-pack of the latest and greatest offerings of our local breweries. Located on Highway 99W in Tigard. Visit Tapphoria.com and follow them on social media to see what they have on tap each day. Tapphoria, craft beer and wines.